Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever or wherever you're watching us from. Back here at Football, we bring you our undiluted, unfiltered analysis of the beautiful game. And brought to you again by myself, R to the E to the G. And I got the Field Marshal himself, the Gunner General, the one and the only Salam. Salam.
Abba,
How far now?
you get to be, man.
I know why I get CB. We are reaching you post the Manchester City or the Brighton Manchester City game. As it is, this is what the last midweek fixtures for the season. It's funny how this season is literally coming to an end. A couple of games left.
4 games left.
Four games left for us. 5 for City. It's just like yesterday when we were playing Nottingham Forest. I think that was the first game of the season, and now it's 4 games to go. We have to talk about the 150th game of Mikel Arteta in charge of the Gunners. Arsenal 5, Chelsea 0. London derby that didn't really derby like that, but we are here for it. We watched Liverpool drop 3 points away at Everton in the Merseyside derby. And tonight we're all praying and hoping that Brighton would do us a favour, but unfortunately, that did not come to pass. But we are going to focus on these games, even though a couple of other games were played, which really doesn't concern us, because if you're not in a title race,
it's all about
the running now.
We
We're looking at the title race. So starting with the Arsenal-Chelsea game, beautiful game to watch. I have to say the trio of Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, and Declan Rice in midfield was beautiful to watch. I can't even begin to explain to you how we are in a title race, considering that the trio I just mentioned, the last time they played together was in August. The first, I think, that Community Shield game, and after that they played together, but obviously Thomas Partey had to play as a right back in our first 2 games before he got injured and all that. I don't know how you feel, I don't know what you think, but I personally, this is what I've been calling for. Thomas Partey has to play. He just needs to stay fit. First half of that game, we were 1-0 up. I don't know what Arteta would have said to the boys at halftime, but I can imagine he just said to them, boys, we have to fucking go for it. Because that team that lost 6-0 to Chelsea, Mikel Arteta was the captain. What other motivation? He's just going to go in there and say, look, boys, we have to do something. And we came out firing, scored 4 goals in the second half. I think the only thing we did that to was when we beat Sheffield United. We scored 5 in one half, and West Ham. So people were coming out to say Chelsea played like Sheffield United. But bro, we did our job and we did it right. You were there at the stadium. I know the atmosphere was buzzing. It was beautiful. With the results we've seen, Liverpool dropped 3 points. Now Man City gone to Brighton, picked up maximum 3 points, 4 goals in the bag, didn't concede nothing. Unlike Man City not to concede goals, these guys are really serious.
Yeah, I think I'll take it just quickly one step back. After the Bayern game, I said, it's business, and I expect the boys to bounce back. And how well have they bounced back? Start from a very disciplined performance against Wolves away from home. Very, very disciplined.
Yeah, 2-0 we beat.
Even at 1-0, we controlled the game pretty well. And Odegaard got his goal and made it relatively comfortable in the last few minutes. Then, all eyes was then on a quick turnaround on Tuesday against Chelsea. And I was so pleased. It's been long I was that happy, particularly because it's Chelsea. Because we no lie, we don't suffer for Chelsea and no be small. You understand?
Back in the day, we have actually.
So it's so pleasant to see the table turn. When I started supporting Arsenal, Chelsea now steady, then go collect. Now so it be. If we don't beat anybody, we will beat Chelsea. That was when they eliminated us from the later stages of the Champions League during our invisible run. It was so unusual, and it made it hurt really bad. And all of a sudden, Mourinho came from nowhere.
Yeah,
and Abramovich brought the money.
Changed the narrative. He changed that narrative completely. I think he played 23 and lost only 3 games against Arsenal.
And kudos to Mourinho and Abramovich for the impact they made on Chelsea, because you can see how difficult. It looked easy at the time. You can see now, even throwing £1 billion does not
It
guarantee
doesn't change
you.
anything. Yeah, it doesn't guarantee you immediate
Does
success.
not guarantee you fuck all. That's just the truth. So it was a tactical game in the first half. I believe we had quite a lot of chances. I felt we should have gone in halftime scoring more than one goal. And in fairness,
I was really worried at some point.
yeah, because they did have
they had chances to get into that game,
well.
to be honest. Yeah.
But we stuck to the business, and interestingly, we got an early goal in second half, and that was what opened the gate for us. Overall, what a brilliant performance by Kai Havertz. Another. I think he's had a few games that I feel it's his best, but
Kai Havertz is one that cuts. I don't know. He splits opinions. I can't lie to you, Salam. You say he had a brilliant performance. I sit down here and say, okay, cool. Kai Havertz, yeah, he scored 2 goals. He could have scored 4,
So that doesn't. Again,
it doesn't take away the fact that he had a good game.
No. So exactly what we said the last time about we have to see. I've already seen that. See, we all watch game with some background bias. What did Saka do in that game? But you're not going to say Saka could have scored or Saka could have. You understand? So it's a bias. It doesn't matter if he missed 1 or 2. But in the grand scheme of things, at the end of the 90 minutes, how was his performance? He stuck his legs in so many things. Jumped for ball, ran a lot, got 2 very, 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 very good goals. I think he had a very, very brilliant game. I'm not throwing shades at anyone, but as I've said, when season finish, we go bring score sheets, we go argue, we go talk down about, but that was a brilliant performance by everyone involved, including Arteta.
I think we won that game in midfield.
Yes,
the game was completely won. I was looking at Chelsea. I don't care about Chelsea, but I was looking at their midfield. Enzo Fernandez, Caicedo, and the only legs I saw there, I think Gallagher he was running. He always does. He puts in the effort.
So again, it will just bring another entire debate about how much you spend on players and all of those things. As I told you, that I was privileged to have a chat with John Barnes, on the way to a game, and I asked him about, the cost price of
players these days. Yeah.
Well, he said, in fairness, that the price in itself doesn't make sense any longer. It's a function of, do you want the player? How desperate are you for the player, and how much are you willing to buy? So it's more of a negotiation now, and marketing and all of that, with respect to fee being played for player, rather than what we used to know it to be, which is quality. You understand? Primarily quality. Because you cannot buy a
110 million pound player, 115
million player
in your midfield, and it's looking,
and the anointing there, and that's why kudos to Rice. I still don't agree with the price, which I'm sure a lot of people will give me stick for, and kudos to Rice for putting himself in that position. You see, you cannot buy 200 million player. And another, I don't care if not my another thing will come dominate you. You understand? And not be saying, there are times there are times you actually see proper tactical battle in that midfield. You understand? But no, those guys are just like every Tom, Dick, and Harry with a little bit of talent. You understand? So it's interesting how see Odegaard, man, bossed the midfield. You understand?
They couldn't come close. They couldn't lay a glove on.
It's so unfortunate that Partey has been injured for a lot. You can see the quality. You understand? You can see the quality. So it's a game that brings a lot of joy, particularly again because it was Chelsea. Make we say begin the.
They still owe us 1 goal because the biggest margin in this fixture now is a 6-0 drubbing that they hit us for 10 years ago.
They address that one.
I still hope. I pray that there will be another opportunity. I think Arteta would have been thinking we can actually do this today. But that one aside, like you said, I'm not going to stay here and say Kai Havertz, blah, blah, blah. But I just feel when the stakes are high, the way he plays,
So
when we went to Bayern, sorry to drag you back, when we went to Bayern, for instance, when defenders are up for it, I know his style of play is different from. He's a footballer. He has done his job to get to where he is. But I just feel for that next level we want to go to, I'm happy for Kai Havertz to be our squad player. Am I confident with the bro? If I were his shoes, I want to get all the money he's getting. That's very good on him. His agents, bless them. But bro, when you see a man who is sometimes passive, I see him sometimes run on the pitch and he just loses the ball. I feel like he doesn't know where he is.
I understand completely.
You understand? So
I understand
when we get to like the big stage, you want that striker who can turn a game on its head by himself. You know, like nothing is happening.
I understand what you're saying, but Kai Havertz is not that.
He's not that guy.
Neither is Jesus that guy. Neither is Bukayo Saka that guy. You understand? So whether we like it or not, this is what we have. I do not agree with the price tag of those players or the wages, especially Kai Havertz was placed on. But that decision has been made. I'm not going to keep, I'm not going to use it to keep flogging them. My concern is what they do on the pitch. I've got, as I told you, earlier this season, I've got an expectation for. I've seen Kai Havertz, and that's my own issue with people. I've seen Kai Havertz for considerable amount of time in the EPL already, and I have my mind
on what he can do, what he knows,
and regarding of.
Are we expecting too much from him? Is
that's the point, because he's already had his best goal contribution season in the EPL already this season.
I think he goes on and he'll tell himself.
That is how me I think. I know a lot of people probably don't think that way.
Yeah.
And you want him to score 20 goals. The man never scored past 11 goals before.
Sometimes not even the goal something. The thing is the effort, is the game style, is the game play.
Exactly, which can be frustrating at times. But again, what I'm saying is that if we build a mindset towards a particular player, there's that tendency of seeing,
everything he does is not.
When he does something that's not right, it tends to magnify.
Yeah.
And that's why I brought the issue of Saka. Now the new, initially a couple of weeks or a couple of months ago, the question was Saka world class or not. Since we lost to Bayern, people are now calling Saka into serious question now. Is he really good? So the discussion has flipped. And that's why when I tell people that, see, everything has to be measured. All this extreme view. One day you are the best player in the world, like Carragher and the likes. You have one magnificent performance.
Another thing.
You are world. Is it the as if it's only EPL that owns the world? You understand? So it's just measured, decent sense. See, people like Mo Salah, Kevin De Bruyne, Thierry Henry doing his playing days, Patrick Vieira. They didn't just Roy Keane. They didn't just become that amazing class level player in 1 or 2 seasons.
It takes time. It takes time.
So that's why I feel I completely agree with you, because that's why I feel this discussion is more of after the season, looking back and what we need to do. I totally agree with you that I'm not going to still put my money next season on Kai Havertz being the main guy and in fact Arteta has done brilliant. I feel Arteta has adjusted and he learned pretty well along, because Kai Havertz is neither our striker nor a midfielder. He fills in both
he's a perfect squad player. Exactly. We'll have him. He's a perfect squad player.
I do agree that we need somebody like, sorry to start jumping in name at this point, someone like Muniz in the Fulham striker. Person we sabi where good.
But our club, someone like that, but not that.
Someone like that can
anyway.
Also, but that is a discussion again.
Salam, let's leave that one.
Exactly.
We've seen the City game. 4 games to go for us. City with 1 game in hand. That game in hand is Tottenham.
Yeah.
The scenes when Tottenham will prevent City or help us to win the league.
Either way, Tottenham is going to have a say
in this league.
And of course,
we go there on Sunday.
You watch all the blogs, the Tottenham fans. They are ready to
win Arsenal and lose against City. I know they don't care, but I don't think Postecoglou will not be. I think Andrew wants to win. Andrew wants to win every game. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. 4 games to go for us. If we win this league, and imagine say we win this league on the penultimate day, at Old Trafford, which will never happen though.
But I dey go there.
Oh boy.
That we thought Jesse when we take win and now I dey wear go the Old Trafford that day.
Guys, we have to run now. Thank you so much. If you like what we do, smash that like button, leave us a like, leave us a comment. If you don't like what we do, smash that like button, leave us a like, leave us a comment. Backyard football. We'll leave it here for now. We'll be back again after the weekend fixtures. See how our teams would have done. Hopefully, Man City would have dropped some points.
Okay.
Hopefully, we'll go 4 points ahead of them. Okay. Hopefully, I don't know. Liverpool see the title race.
Let's see deal.
Let's see the okay. Hopefully, Liverpool drop some more points. Hopefully, what else?
Fingers crossed we'll be smiling by this time next week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.